What is going on again, everyone? Today we're doing a simple tutorial in Photoshop and we're going to be talking about window pulls. Now, if you're a real estate photographer like me and you use flash like me, then I'm sure at least once you've had those nasty glares and reflections show up in the windows from the interiors of your properties. Well, I'm going to show you how to easily remove those as long as you follow this simple two-step process on site. It's all about these two processes and the post-production in Photoshop. Very easy, very simple. Let's get to it. All right, everybody, here we go. Let's jump right into it. As you can see, I am already in Lightroom. I photographed this amazing house today, and in one of these rooms, here we go right up here, using flash photography. I'm sure you've encountered this before. Extreme glare on the windows. You can kind of see myself in the reflection as well. So now I'm going to show you a very simple and a very quick way to fix this, or to properly take these on site to make it very easy for you in post-production. Now, if we go back to my main view, you can see the very next shot is me standing here facing my flash towards the window. Now, this gives me a little hot spot here, but all that matters is this window because that's what I care about for this image. What you're going to do is you're going to go to your main view. You're going to select the two images that you want. You're going to right click. Once you right click, you're going to edit in. Normally, you would click edit in Photoshop, but you want both of these to be in the same file. So go down to the bottom where it says open as layers in Photoshop. This is where we're going to be working today. Click this, and I've actually already done that. I have them both up. This is what pops up. Here's both of the images right here. Now, one thing that's important when you do this technique, you want to make sure your base image is at the bottom and the window that you want is at the top. So when you look at this, you can see I have it reversed. We'll switch these around. And just like that, we are now ready to go. What you want to do is take this first layer up here and you want to come over here and put it to darken mode. Then you're going to come down here to your layer mask. You're going to hold Alt or Option and press the layer mask. Holding that button fills your layer mask with black so you don't have to fill it yourself, in essence making the photo go away. So if I turn it on and off, as you can see, it does absolutely nothing. Make sure your photo is turned on. Make sure you grab your brush and it is set to white, and then you simply just paint over the window. Just like that. And in just literally that small amount of time, we went from me being in the window to me being nowhere in sight. Press File, Save, just like that. It will repopulate back into your Lightroom folder correctly, and boom, there it is. Just like that, I can deliver it to a client. Now, you may encounter issues with this sometimes, and I'll show you what the biggest issue can be when you're doing this. Let's say you took your second photo where you have your flash blaring at the window. The reason you're taking this photo is because you want this windowsill right here and the other windowsill, so this one that we're coming from, you want them to be the same exposure. And I'll show you why right now. If we take this image and let's just lower the exposure of this to something really low, right? Now, whenever we go to do this program, if you go into this and you open them both in Photoshop, just as before, you will see whenever we try this technique, well, whenever it finishes loading up, there we go. So remember, base on the bottom, this on top. Now move this to darken mode, Alter Option Layer Mask, and it's completely gone. Now when you select brush and you try and paint, this looks great, but look at the windowsill next to it. See how it's picking up that original exposure of the windowsill before, making it gray? Now you could always come in here and fix this, but in my opinion, it's better to do it in camera or in Lightroom before you import the two. So just make sure when you're in Lightroom, you switch between the two a few times. Oh, look, that's obviously off. Raise the exposure on this one until it's about as bright as you need it to be. And just like that, that would be a good exposure to roll with. that's basically the whole tutorial. That's all I wanted to show you. Just a real quick, easy, dirty way to get a clean window pull using Lightroom and Photoshop, as long as you do it properly on site.